What they meant for bad, God can always turn into good. This is one of my readings, A Gift of Grace and Gratitude. Look at my previous video, purchased at Walmart by Carolyn Larson. I'm like, Lord, I was waiting on a particular answer. I got it. I'm thinking, Lord, they as wrong as two left shoes. What can I do but just trust in you, Lord? I mean, okay, really, Lord, I'm saying? My brain is rattled. However, I said, don't you despair. You serve an awesome God. Let me read to you what I woke up to this morning. We serve an absolutely, positively on time God. Never mind that it's not April. Anyway, this is April 8th. Hard things. You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. He brought me to this position so I could save the lives of many people. Genesis 50:20. Joseph was Dad's favorite. His brothers couldn't stand it. They sold him into slavery and told Dad that he died. Joseph became a slave in Egypt, was sent to prison, but ended up as the second in command of the country. Then his brothers had to ask him for food, except they didn't know they were asking their long-lost brother. They were horrified when they found out, because Joseph could have thrown them into prison, or worse. But he didn't. Why? Because Joseph understood that living for God means sometimes you go through hard things. One minute you're Dad's favorite, and the next you're a slave. Did he question God? Maybe. Did he give up on God? No. Joseph had the opportunity to get revenge on his brothers, but he didn't do it. Verse 20 is his response to their fear. You intended to harm me, but God intended it all for good. God took Joseph to the place where he could do good and save a lot of lives. Sometimes you have to go through the really hard stuff in life in order to get to the good place where God's grace wants you to be. What hard things has life thrown at you? How have you responded? When you got the chance for revenge on your enemies, did you take it? You guys, as God is my witness, even though I know what was done to me was not right, I told myself, no, boo-boo, we're not fixing to go there. We're not going to match nastiness for wickedness. No, we're not going toe to toe. I said, in spite of what I see and feel, God, I'm going to do what's right. And look up, I woke up to this. I love this book. I mean, seriously, I can read this book 10 times over and over again and never get tired, because it's full of biblical scriptures, of course. And then it also gives you the understanding, the words at the end. Now, this is April the 7th. Like I said, I know this is September because I read it and then I read it over and over again. This is food for the spirit. I said, I am not going to misbehave. When you do what's right, in spite of what you see and feel, it grows character in you. There's a saying, you will know a person by their fruit. What that means, don't go by the words they say. Look at their actions. I said, God, I am not going to misbehave. I am setting myself free. And you also set yourself free. It don't matter if they wrong as two left shoes. It don't matter if they wrong as they standing in the street with no shoes, expecting not to get cut by glass. We all know that ain't right. You do what's right, because ultimately you are truly, truly doing it for who should be number one anyway. You.